It's like Radio BuzzFeed on Y101. Adam and Allison. Hashtag tag is on. We are looking for whatever fits with
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
601-995-1017. Some of the ones that I saw in this article, like this one, real simple. Skinny jeans. You just wouldn't understand.
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
This one, amazing. Wearing a polo shirt over another polo shirt with the collars popped.
Oh, I never thought I was cool enough for that.
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
601-995-1017. This one says, making a mix CD for the sole purpose of cruising on Friday and Saturday night down Main Street.
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
Another great nostalgia moment. Full photo albums on Facebook for every single night out. And it would be like 200 plus pictures.
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
Ashley says, going to school all dressed up. Like I literally wore high heels to school. You don't see that in schools these days.
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
For me, it was the entire emo movement and how it affected our music. It affected the way people dress, the hairstyles.
Did you go through an emo phase?
Didn't everyone?
I didn't.
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
All right, what you got? 601-995-1017. Hannah texted us and said, begging your parents to stay on the internet longer, even though it's going to tie up the phone line.
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
She says, sigh to hear that dial-up sound one more time. Well, I've got good news for you, Hannah. I have the YouTube video right here.
Boy, that brings back so many memories. Get off the phone!
All right, hashtag tag 601-995-1017.
Beverly says when a cassette player eats the cassette and you got to use a pencil to roll up the ribbon.
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
Oh, great one from Kayla. She says the MySpace top 8, my nieces and their friends, high schoolers, were appalled when I told them that we would rank our friends and they would absolutely get bumped down the list if you had fights and then bump them, and then the bump down would cause even more drama.
Yep. Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
And you'd probably pick a song about the drama to have as your MySpace profile song.
Mary says plastic inflatable chairs. I had to have one in the late 90s because everyone else did. I don't know if they're a thing now.
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
Jennifer saying, I've got to believe the current generation wouldn't understand the joys of prank calls.
Oh my gosh.
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
I used to do prank calls and I would record them on the computer. I had one specific like prank call bit that I would do. I made my name Tom Tough Nuts with Tough Nuts Countertops, and I would just call people and say that, hey, this is Tom Tough Nuts Countertops. We've got your countertops ready to go. It'll be $15,000. You owe us. Yeah.
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
We got a bunch of good texts. So thank you so much for being a part of the show and making it better today, especially Dave. He said, we used to have privacy.
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
Yeah, no privacy now. You're on camera as soon as you leave your house.
Mm-hmm. Tammie's is waiting until after 9 p.m. so you can make your free calls on cell phones.
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
Nights and weekends.
Yes.
Whenever my mom got her first cell phone, I would always, that's whenever I started calling my grandparents every week, by the way, because I wanted to be able to talk on a cell phone. So I didn't have like friends to call. So I called my grandparents.
Did your parents make you wait until after 9 p.m. or on weekends to call your grandparents because they didn't want you racking up minutes on your calls to your grandma and pap?
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
Yes. They did.
That's crazy. I could see, like, my parents definitely made me wait for my friends. But it was not like, hey, can I call grandma and pap?
No, I could only do that on weekends.
Oh, my gosh.
It was long distance. And roaming fees. Do you remember roaming fees?
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
Charlene says the satisfaction of slamming down that landline phone.
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
I have another one. Being old enough to get your video rental card, whether it was Blockbuster or Hollywood Video or whatever, and you got to go with your friends on a Friday night to pick out a movie and you didn't have to go with your parents.
Huh.
Amazing.
I didn't think you were that much older than me, but I never got my own video.
Out.
rental cars.
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
Somebody says on the text line, I'll keep him or her anonymous, about video rental, the special place in the back of the video rental store.
I don't have that experience.
Well, that's fair, but how awkward would that be? Like going back there and then returning the video? Like, I can't imagine. I wouldn't understand.
Hashtag you wouldn't understand.
So
yeah, that's outside of my pay grade.
Adam and Allison in the morning.